asked questions about karma. It's something that I've often wondered, because I do believe in cause and effect. I've seen cause and effect work its way out throughout my life, if not at the time, then sometime later. It's logical with our conscious mind to understand that every action has a reaction. And, you know, if we do something wrong, then inevitably that invites some kind of, or could invite, at the end of the day, has an impact and influence on someone else, which could then invite some kind of retribution. I guess when I open myself up to this reading, the thing that I want to sort of rule out is the Catholic or the church view of crime and punishment. To me, there's a difference between guilt and cause and effect. So guilt, as we know, is a wasted emotion. But what about karma? What do we need to know? Is karma actually real? Is there a wheel of fortune, if you like? Certainly there's a card in the tarot. Is karma real? If we do something wrong, well, we have to pay for it eventually in time. Do we bring karma over from one life to another in order to learn the lesson that we failed to learn last time? These ideas or concepts are, I guess, integral to modern day spiritualism, to the concepts or themes of reincarnation, but also to, as I mentioned, to the scientific law of cause and effect. So what do we need to know about karma? What can Spirit tell us about karma? Is it actually real? And I'm getting what is real is what you're manifesting for yourself, okay? It is as real as you tend to believe, if you like. So if you believe that you're going to be punished and you're working hard on that belief, then you're going to attract those circumstances to you. So you don't want to be in that situation, because that again is another I guess it's another way of feeling guilt. And as I said, guilt is anchored in the past. You know, we're present beings. We don't live in the past and we don't live in the future. Well, not in this lifetime anyway. Or perhaps some would argue that we do live across time. But in terms of our emotions as they relate to something that might have occurred where we've done the wrong thing, guilt is a wasted emotion. So in terms of manifesting I guess situations or events, what's our driver? Is our driver to experience the lesson? I mean, you know, I talked about cause and effect at the beginning of this reading. Are we unconsciously moving or caught up in the I guess the passage of cause and effect? Interesting things to, I guess, consider. And then we have the reincarnation concept of karma, that we do have a blueprint for this lifetime, and we do choose to experience certain situations as a result of karmic law. So, having said all of that, put all of that into the ether. Is karma real? Spirit, what do we need to know about karma? Is karma real? What do we need to know about karma? About karma. Okay, what do we need to know about karma? Is it real? So I'm getting the Page of Pentacles here, which really is around patience and new things. Patience and new things coming forward. And this indeed is related to our place in society, because it's the Suit of Pentacles here. Patience and hard work, potentially movement from one thing to another, potentially being offered something. So this is around patience, hard work, and potentially new things coming forward or being offered to us. And this is what I think when I got the word manifestation, I think this is where this is, I guess, coming in. Because if we are mindful of really trying to do the best we can with ourselves and for others, then we're going to be manifesting positively. If we intend not to do that, not to do the best or the highest good for others, then what are we manifesting there? So what I see is really a crossroads, and where we get a choice. We get a choice to go this way, or we get a choice to go that way. And really that determines then the events that follow on from that. So I'm getting that the concept of karma is a valuable one. It's a valuable one to consider. Now I'm drawing the Queen of Pentacles. Interesting that I'm drawing the Suite of Pentacles. And I think that's because as it relates to our place in this lifetime. Our resources, our mastery, our use of resources, material resources is often very, very important in the human lifetime. Now the Queen of Pentacles is, as I said, it's resourcefulness, but it's also skills. I mean, the Queens are the feminine energy, their stability, and so I think this is one aspect to this card is the domestic skilled nurturer, domestic as in being close to home. So I think that relationships are important here where we're considering karma. Our closest relationships with people are really the fertile field for what we're going to manifest in the future and how we're going to manifest. It's a complex subject, karma. So I'm not going to go too far down a rabbit hole here. I'm going to try and stick with manifestation in this human lifetime, in the actual, I guess, material plane, for want of a better word. Because I'm bringing up Pentacles, which is really pointing me to karma in relation to the human plane, this plane that we are on at the moment, the life that we're living at the material level, not at the spiritual level, at the material level, and as it relates to our very close relationships, whether they be at home or in a close environment, which could even be work. And the Seven of Pentacles is actually coming forward as, again, this patience and hard work and delayed success waiting for results, which really, if you turn it on its, on its side, what you see is a definition of karma there. The hard work that you put in, the patience you must have. In some ways, it's not an immediate success, because if you choose to do the right thing, you're going to manifest something in time, and waiting for results, and not expecting the as I said, the cause and the effect, not expecting the effect to come back to you and really bite you and cause unhappiness for you, cause and effect. And when we're most challenged is when we're disappointed in something, when we don't get what we want, when we feel we've been hard done by in some way, when we're forced to accept less. We're kind of in that frame of mind which, a disappointed, discontented, divinely discontented aspect of this card. We can't see what we've got. We know what we've lost, and we have to accept less. So that sets the conditions up for potentially which way are we going to go in those situations. again, the aspect of carrying a burden, and what I'm getting here is, what is your perspective? Is your perspective on what you've got or on what you've lost? Because it's always possible to see what is actually being given to you as a gift. But if there is this divine discontent, what you're doing is carrying a heavy load. And I'm getting it's a needless heavy load. You don't have to carry that heavy load. You weren't meant to, because there is this, I guess, stability and resourcefulness here for you. And the Two of Rods is exactly what I saw at the beginning of this reading. Again, waiting for results and making choices. Okay, so what are your choices based upon? Is it what you're going to get back? Or are you going to consider what you might get back or further down the line? So again, what are you manifesting? I'm also getting strongly that if we can do things in the right way, if we choose in the right way, despite the situation of disappointment and discontent when it happens, failing to see what is actually coming forward in our benefit, or what could come forward in our benefit, turning something around on its ear so we can see the benefits. If we fail to do that, we end up with loss. Because I'm seeing a pattern here around the suite of Pentacles and abundance. So we really, I think, the cause and effect, what are we manifesting? I think when we choose not to see the benefit, but to see the disappointment, to sort of live in that disappointing phase, we're actually setting ourselves up for loss. So this is what karma means in a practical sense in this lifetime. And really, we could, as I said, this abundance coming forward. This is new things, new emotions, new fulfillment. And it is directly contrast to the loss. Now I'm pulling the cups, the Suite of Cups, which is all about our emotional fulfillment. It's about our love, and it's also about our hate, and it's also about our disappointment. And it's related to the Four of Cups that I talked about earlier on. So instead of it becoming hard work, potentially, for those who have a scientific brain and need to sort of, I guess, look at things from cause and effect, if we are managing things well, and if we are making the right decisions, then potentially we can experience a full cup. Not half a cup, but a full cup. By the way, that saying, the glass is half full or half empty, really is an overused cliche. I think that we can expect to have full cups in some way. We can turn a situation into our benefit, and we can manifest what we need to manifest. And we've got again another cup, the Nine of Cups, which is the miracle card. The miracle card, the abundance card, having plenty. But there's also a lesson in this card as well, and a caution. Even in this situation, even in the Nine of Cups where we have plenty, our wishes have come true in some way, where I guess really counting our good luck, thanking our lucky stars, whatever, things have turned out our way. There's also a caution here, because even in this situation, there's cause and effect. What are we going to do with our luck? What are we going to do with the benefits that we receive? Cause and effect, what I'm seeing here, karma as it relates to making right decisions. I'll use the word right. Sometimes there's not enough language to express these concepts. Doing no harm to others as best as you can. I mean, we're human, we're going to fail. We're going to fail and we're going to learn. But it's around our intentions. So having those intentions, those higher intentions, is really going to determine what the next cycle is. So in the tarot, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, and what is hidden, I'll get to the Wheel of Fortune in a minute, but as it relates to this wish card, we can either set ourselves up, what is hidden is victory from us. Okay, so this manifestation is extremely important. What we're manifesting in the future, what's going to come back to us. We can be victorious, I think. We can have this, but we have to go carefully. As human beings, we have to go carefully. And I was hoping I could find the Wheel of Fortune here for you. The world. Bear with me. Because that is the card of karma in the decks. That is what the tarot is trying to teach us. It's trying to teach us that everything is continually changing. Everything is open to change. I can't readily put my finger on it. And our decisions determine the changes that are going to come up for us. Now, karma practically, I think, was dealt in this reading as it relates to this lifetime. I just want to pull whether or not karma exists, karma carries into lifetimes as in the concept of reincarnation. Does karma carry through lifetimes? Have we decided, is there a blueprint? Have we decided, okay, I'm getting there's free will. Obviously there's free will. Does karma carry through lifetimes, as in the concept of reincarnation? Do we bring karma forward? Is there an element of preordained events, preordained relationships, those that we need to learn from this time because we failed to learn the lesson the last time? Okay, I'm just getting, okay, so the Eight of Cups again is this loss card. So we are potentially bringing through elements of loss from lifetime to lifetime. If you believe in reincarnation, keep listening to this video. If you don't, you can save what I've done and go no further. This is talking about reincarnation now. So potentially we bring losses. We bring this karma, okay, this karma through lifetimes. We come here really to work with each other, to work with others, and to expand our experiences as human beings. Three of Rods is all about expansion and working with others. And we can either, this is the Eight of Rods, this is things happening quickly. I think the quicker we learn the lessons, the less times we have to come back. And the King of Pentacles, again, going from loss to potentially, there is a lesson in thinking that karma is all bad. Potentially karma can be bringing situations forward where not to be slapped over the wrists or get a lesson or be punished in any way, but to learn. So there could be another aspect of something that we need to learn. We could have been rich in a past life, and we come into this life really looking to experience something else. But at the end of the day, we're in charge. That's what the King of Pentacles is saying. And the aspect of from lifetime to lifetime, we are supposed to learn. We are supposed to reflect. He's the Hermit. This is not a journey we go on with other people. This is not, I don't have my best friend with me along the way. This is essentially a journey. We come into this life on our own and we leave it on our own. And the amount of learning that we do is entirely based on really the reflection that we do, that we take the time to do, and the changes that we make. The Queen of Cups. Again, I think this tarot reading is telling me that really there is abundance there for us all. Regardless of your loss, and I'm not sitting here as a as someone who's has untold wealth and untold health, and everyone in their lifetime, doesn't matter who they are, even someone who is a multimillionaire or billionaire, they have lessons to learn, and they go through pain and they go through suffering. But I think what this is saying is that if we learn the lessons very quickly, we have a chance to have this access to this nurturing, this support, this love. It's help when you need it also. So I guess nobody is ever alone, is what this is saying. Even though we're to learn the lessons on our own, there is access to the universe, to spirit. There's access to resourcefulness. Our own resourcefulness, our own spirituality is a resource. And again, this is, we don't need to think that it's all suffering and pain. I mean, this is the 10 of Cups. We have this within our homes and our families. We experience love. And suspension, in relation to really reflecting, learning the lessons. These are all contemplation cards. This is almost suspending our suspending our material focus just to go within and to learn the lessons that we need to learn. It's all about truth, okay? So in relation to karma that's brought forward, it's about finding the truth. It's about coming to the truth. And what is that truth? Spirit, what is the truth that we come to? At the end of all of this, what is, or at the beginning of it, or at the middle of it, what is it that we come to? We move off this plane. We come to transition. This is the card of transitioning onwards, away from the human plane, essentially, to the spiritual plane. It is all about transitioning, transitioning onwards, and what is hidden, onwards toward this kind of environment, the 3 of Cups, love, support, celebration, transition, onto love, support, circles of support. That's what's there. That's what we transition to. Okay, now that is the Spirit Files. That is the reading and what I was channeling. You may have other views, and this doesn't necessarily have to be your view. You may not think that karma exists. You may not think that reincarnation exists. You may not even think that there is a higher dimension. And that's all okay, because I'm making a decision right now to not to shut out anybody, not to try and to open up to everybody's view, because we are all different. We've all had different experiences. But for today, this is Revealing Light Tarot's Spirit Files, and the subject we're looking at is karma. All right, thank you for watching.